College of Technology for their wonderful hospitality. Give them a big round of applause. I want to thank Lori Reinhardt for the wonderful introduction and the great work she does each and every day. Give Lori a big round of applause. And I want to thank all our fellow members of SEIU, a great union that has done great work. Thank you. I want to thank some wonderful elected officials. First of all, the mayor of Lancaster, Rick Ray. I'm grateful to have Mayor Gray's support, and he has a triumvirate. He is part of a threesome of outstanding mayors who are supporting this campaign who are here today. The mayor of York, John Brunner. And the mayor of Brandon Thomas. We also have a wonderful state representative here who's on the Obama team, Mike Sterling. In addition to the Service Employees International Union, we've got some wonderful other unions who are supporting this campaign. I want to point out, first of all, the Teamsters, and I know that Howard Reinier is here. Howard, I just saw him. He's around here somewhere. Give the Teamsters, there he is. Give the Teamsters a big round of applause. I see some Boilermakers in the house. Give the Boilermakers a big round of applause. Transportation union workers here, give yourselves a round of applause. And I know that Unite Here has been a wonderful supporter. I don't know if there are any representatives here, but I want to make sure that I acknowledge them as well. Finally, just a couple of other folks I want to acknowledge. You know, the candidates get a lot of credit during the course of these campaigns, but the organizers do such tremendous work. They are young people who've dedicated their lives and they're pouring their heart and soul into this campaign. And so I want to make sure that I acknowledge our great organizers in Lancaster, our field organizers, Brett Lasky Benson and Trey Nix. Give them a big round of applause. And our regional field director in York, Lancaster, and Adams counties, Jeff Ingram. Give Jeff a big round of applause. Well, this is the fourth day of our 6-day bus tour in Pennsylvania. And I've been having a good time. I've had a great time. We played some basketball with Bob Casey, and neither of us got injured. We have stopped by some sports bars, I must admit, and had a few beers. I fed a calf with a big bottle, and that went all right. And then we went bowling, which didn't go so well. There was an 8-year-old who was giving me tips. Of course, I hadn't bowled since I was 8, so I had an excuse. But everybody has just been wonderful, and it's been terrific to get a chance to interact with folks. Oh, and at Penn State, I had a chance to talk to Joe Paterno, which is always good. And in Pittsburgh, I had Jerome Bettis and Franco Harris. I grew up watching the Steelers. Franco Harris, tell us story. Franco Harris, he must be 60. He looks like he could play right now. But, you know, what I love about, you know, these kinds of bus tours is you really get a chance to listen to people. And I've been running for president now for 15 months, and it's really been a conversation with the American people. And that's what I want to do here today. This is a town hall meeting, so I'm not going to give a speech the whole time. I'm going to cut it off after about 20 minutes, and then we're just going to open it up for questions for about a half hour or so. You guys can tell me some of the things that are on your minds. But I've been running for about 15 months, and that means that there are babies who have been born and are now walking and talking since I started running for president. And when I announced that I was running, I stood on the steps of the old state capitol in Springfield, Illinois, which is the building where Abraham Lincoln served for most of his career until he went to Washington, and the city where I served in state government before I joined the United States Senate. And when I announced, there were people who asked me, they said, "Brock, why are you running this time? You're a relatively young man. You can afford to wait." And I had to explain to them, I'm not running because of some long-held ambitions. I'm not running because I think it's somehow owed to me. I'm running because of what Dr. King called the fierce urgency of now. Because I believe that there's such a thing as being too late. And that hour is almost upon us, because we are in a defining moment in our history. Our nation is at war. We just marked the 5th anniversary of the war in Iraq. A war I believe should have never been authorized and should have never been